So, hello and welcome to my latest build that I decided to do. I decided that with all the talk about Barbie, I wanted to build my very own Barbie dream house, but I couldn't make it just boring old bright pink. My Barbies were always a little bit more goth. I mean, maybe not like super goth. They weren't exactly, what is it, like Bratz dolls or anything, but my Barbies always had a slightly darker edge. But you can't have Barbie be totally dark. I guess you could if you really wanted to. So I figured her aesthetic has still got a lot of pink to it. Now, I scoured the internet and I found a picture of the Barbie dream house that I'm pretty sure I remember my cousin having. It's funny, I didn't actually grow up with too many Barbies. I was more of a horse girl, but I did have a few horses or a few Barbies so that, my horses could at least have owners when I wasn't pretending that my horses were wild horses. But I do remember I had a cousin who had all the Barbie stuff, and so occasionally I got to play Barbies with her. But I guess that's what The Sims is for now. It's me going into all of the Barbie phase that I didn't get to go into as a kid. So you can see here. Now, I don't have every single pack, and I feel like there are some packs that possibly would have been even better for this build, but I did what I can do. I recently got the Vampires pack, which I think did add a whole lot, and I think it could be the whole reason I decided to start trying to do more Victorian looking builds. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Every once in a while I'll just pull up on Google and look up just various houses and then see if I can build them in The Sims. Roofing is getting slightly easier for me, although it's still one of my Achilles heels. Well, roofing and decorating. If you've ever seen my actual real life house, you will know that I actually decorate in The Sims better than I decorate in real life, which is not saying a whole heck of a lot. Also, I feel like it's really hard to find good pink exteriors in the Sims packs that I have currently. But I finally did find one. And I didn't want to go with too much of a dark pink because I did want to go with the whole light pink and black aesthetic. I think it turned out pretty good. I also realized recently that when I was watching this footage back, that I completely forgot to do ceilings. I mean, the Sims team went through and finally gave us the ability to do ceilings, and I forgot them in this build. Oh well. Life, it does go on. I was also trying to think, like, what sorts of things would Barbie have? Now, this is not Barbie and Ken's house. I know that Ken is in the picture of the Barbie mansion that I found, but this is just Barbie's house. In fact, this ends up just being a one-bedroom, two-bathroom house. But because it's Barbie, she does have all the toys, and she has all the nice things. I was always jealous of Barbie because Barbie really truly did always have all the nice things. So, yes, she does get her dream pool in the backyard eventually. But like I said, I tried to make the outside really good, and I was going to do the normal patchy grass that I usually do, and then I was like, oh heck no. Barbie has a gardener. Barbie definitely doesn't have to worry about her grass dying because she's Barbie and she's got it all. Of course, then you have to put some plants along the front of the fence because otherwise that's just boring. Throw a few little sunflowers in here and there, put a little bit of train paint under it, and I think I was finally done with the outside. Figuring out a grand staircase, that took a while, and I ended up not even using the ones that I was just experimenting with there. And then I did want it to be open. I wanted Barbie to have a whole catwalk, you know. This is kind of Barbie's party house. So it took me a little bit to just sort of figure out exactly what I wanted. I did have a lot of fun with Barbie's bedroom. I really wanted to get the Gothic vampire bed, but unfortunately it didn't come in a pink swatch. I really think the Sims team needs to get on that and fix that. Also, I kept trying to decide if I wanted the city living talking toilet, but in the end I decided it just didn't fit with what I wanted. Now Barbie also will definitely have all the mirrors because she's Barbie and she has to look good. I probably should have made a Barbie sim, but ended up deciding that I was having way more fun building than I ever do in Create a Sim. I like Cass, but I'm just not as good on it. So, Barbie's room, again, I feel like it probably could have been better. Decorating is something I am just not amazing at. But, you know, she's got a spot to relax. She's got her brightly lit mirror. And, of course, flowers everywhere. You know, a little bit of fashion art on the walls. Because, of course she would. Barbie's a supermodel. Picking out curtains was a pain. That's another spot where I'm like, I almost never put curtains in my Sims builds. I probably should because they make a place look complete, but I usually forget about them. Either that or I'm usually building on a massive budget and can't really afford them. So I kept trying to figure out how I wanted the balcony. I think I finally figured it out and made it pretty good. I did end up changing the railing because that just ended up not being exactly what I wanted for it. So I did go with the outside railing. Alright, now it's time to go and play downstairs because Barbie has to have a spot for all of her partying, and then I remembered that she still needed her dressing room. So if you were wondering why I didn't give Barbie a closet, it's because she has the tower as her closet, as you do. You know, you got some fresh flowers in there, a little bit of nice lighting, throw a couple sculptures up, and then you can call the upstairs finally done. So then I went downstairs, and I figured she would probably have a grand entry, or at least as grand as I could make it. You know, put a few interesting little pictures on the walls. I was trying to keep it mixed between looking a little bit Gothic, but also looking just a little bit Barbie. So I kind of liked the city living little room divider there. And then of course you have to have a downstairs bathroom, which gave me fits trying to figure out exactly how to do it. But in the end it did finally work out. Also, I did forget to put curtains in this bathroom, so I hope if you're peeing in my bathroom, you are not shy. Either that or we can just all pretend that these are one-way glass and you don't really have to worry about it. We can pretend. It's The Sims. They don't care. Just because a real-life person might care, The Sims definitely don't. All they care about is as long as there's a door, they'll pee. Now, in keeping with the whole party house thing, most of this downstairs, I almost called it a basement, is pretty open. And also, I'm not sure exactly how I managed to do it, but I'm very happy that the bar lounge area ended up being sunken. Still not exactly sure how I managed that, but I'm not going to complain about it. Now, Barbie definitely needs the pinkest of all kitchens, so I definitely gave her that. And then trying to figure out a little bit of window situation was interesting. I finally did get a couple of windows and just kind of covered them with upper cabinets, just so that we had a little bit of light in here. And of course Barbie would have the super trash can because that just makes sense. Also, I cannot believe how much pink appliances The Sims actually had. I was kind of excited about that. I was going to give her a range hood, but I just couldn't find one that I liked, so I ended up skipping it. Lights, and you've got to have a little dining area, even if you do have the island, just so that Barbie can have a dinner party. And then I realized that if she's going to be able to get out to the pool, she's going to need a door to do it. So I did finally remember to toss a pool out there, or toss a door so she could actually get out to the pool. And then, of course, if you're going to be Barbie, you got to have a grand piano, because obviously she's going to be doing a lot of partying. So we throw the bar down in the lounge area, little conversation area. Definitely need a little dance floor, maybe a little nice stereo, which actually came in pink. I was so excited about that. I'm still not sure that I love the wallpaper I chose for the kitchen, but at the same time, I don't hate it. So that works. Then I did remember that Barbie might enjoy singing as well, Your dinner entertainment is always fun. Now, I didn't play test this house. I probably should have, but everything in here should actually be functional. I might upload this to the gallery. I didn't after I finished it, but maybe the next time I log into The Sims I will, in case you're interested in having the Barbie Goth house in your Sims game. Now, I didn't use any custom content. It's all base game, vampires, city living. I don't think I threw any of my tiny living stuff in, but yeah, it's all pretty basic stuff. And then, of course, Barbie needs a pool, and a hot tub, and a lounge area, and a barbecue. Barbie has to have all the things, because she's Barbie, and she gets everything. I can imagine having all of the Barbie pool parties. And I'm just now realizing, as I am doing this voiceover, that I forgot to give them a pool ladder. So it's a good thing that The Sims 4 can actually jump up just using the side of the pool, because this is not the Barbie murder house. Although that one could be a fun build as well. And then I added a little bit of the glow effect so that when you actually play in this Barbie house, your Barbies can, have a glowing pool, just so it looks kind of cool. And that is about it. We're going to do a walkthrough, because I figured out how to to actually do walkthroughs. I'm very proud of myself. So after a little bit of landscaping, we'll go in and see what it would look like if you lived in the Barbie house. Alright, so that was the Barbie house. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that it got at least the spirit of Barbie through. And I will see you later. Have a good one.